All right. Oh wait, turn that shit on. All right, let's give it a shot. Hmm. Give me full screen. Full screen. How do you do this shit? How do you give me full screen? Come on. Give me full screen. There you go. Is it showing up? That's good. Let's do the disable. I like that. All right, let's see that set up. All right. Let's see how this works. Please read. This game is designed to be played with a mouse. The input required of you is based around clicking the mouse buttons. The right mouse button will change the cursor's image and function. Only when pointing, indicated by the extended index finger, can you, the player, interact with certain menu buttons and prompts. Please click below in the pointing mode to continue. Turn this off real quick. Turn that off. And back. It's designed to be played with a mouse. Input, we're going to just click the mouse button. Only when pointing the video, okay, you interact. Ah. Okay. The second cursor mouse mode is indicated by the cursor's image featuring a hand extending all fingers. This mode concerns interacting with objects inside the world, fucking flies, mainly picking up an object and moving into another position. To continue, please pick up the piece of trash on the right and place it in the trash can on the left. Remember, the right mouse button will change the cursor's mode, but when holding something, the mode can be changed to the cursor's not holding something. I see. Oh, cool. That's it. There will be many situations in growing my grandpa that require you to pick things up, place things, grab things, or give things. Don't be afraid to experiment and keep an open mind about using your hand. Please click the button below to continue. Remember, menu buttons must be clicked in the pointer mode. In order to expedite the cleaning process, you can use digits 1, 2, and 3 on your keyboard's number row at the top of the keyboard to reposition the trash can below. Try moving the can to the right of the screen, 3 on your keyboard, and to continue. Well done. Please click the continue button to move on. And please remember, menu buttons must be clicked in the pointer mode. A variety of video options can be changed at any time through the use of function keys F3, F4, and F5. Oh, this is really helpful. Really helpful stuff. Configuration options overlay. Oops. Hovering over the small cursor on the top right provides an overlay related to available configuration options. Try hovering over. This will be available at all times during the game. That's it. Press it to adjust. That ends the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed growing my grandpa. Infinite thanks to my patrons, supporters for believing in me and my work. Yams. Or Yamis. Alright, let's see what this is about. I excused Adrian during music class today and spoke with her about her recent string of demerits. It was our first time meeting outside of our quarterly evaluations, and I believe it went well. I can certainly understand Mrs. Richardson's classroom observation concerning Adrian's emotional state. She was, of course, intensely shy when we first met. As I understand it, she is similarly withdrawn in her classroom activities and only speaks or acts when she absolutely must. Some things she simply will not do. Instead of participating in mandatory group activities, she will sit alone and accept that she will receive a demerit. Okay. Do not speak so. Only speaks or acts when they're absolutely must. Alright. Before the meeting, I read Mrs. Richardson's parent-teacher report, which allowed me to estimate some about Adrian's home life. Okay. The parents are well educated and come from a prestigious background, but they lack time to properly nurture Adriana? I don't know what I just keep saying. I want to say Adrian. I'll just call her Adriana. Adrian. Okay. She's often alone, and when she is not, the parents seem to not understand the importance of warmth and affirmation when dealing with someone so young. A little lower. Having two parents of this reserved and icy temperament exacts an inhibition in the child. The child's imagination is subdued, but only ostensibly, for it eventually finds its way into regular life. I surmise that I will be able to reach out to Adrian by way of make-believe. Okay. Hey. How are you liking your new house? You told me you used to live close by, but it still can be a big adjustment. A new room, a new school. The basement, I like that. The basement? Yeah. Well, there's a lot of cool stuff. Mom and Dad sent me down there. Your mom and dad made you go? Yeah, but there's lots of cool stuff. Well, that's not why they sent me down there, though. Why did they send you down there? But fighting. They were fighting, shouting. I came in to help and they shouted at me. They said, go clean up downstairs. So, I went. That sounds tough. Do they fight a lot? No, well, they, It's alright, Adrian. Maybe you can tell me more about the basement instead? Okay. Well, it was weird at first, the stuff down there, but cool. I found something living, sort of. That's very interesting, Adrian. Please tell me more. Adriana. I'll call her Adriana. I don't know. That's Adriana. By indulging her in her fantasies and stories, I was able to glean more of an understanding of Adriana's anxiety surrounding her home and parents. The symbols of Adrian. I don't know why I want to keep switching. I'm sorry. Symbols of Adriana's story seem to carry their own traumatic weight, and her exploration of the basement may very well be a vehicle for the conveyance of her anxiety. Whatever might come of our next meeting, whether she will engage in similar make-believe, I will set down her story here. Adriana's story begins with her delving into the basement with a trash receptacle in the goal of cleaning up. She discovered one of the walls was covered in plastic bags. She went to investigate, intent on tearing away whatever they covered. Oh, God. Makes me feel a little... Trash bags. Ooh. Cool. Upon removing the plastic trash bags from the wall, she noticed their interior lining was covered in glass. Plastic trash bags from the wall, they showed the interior lining was covered in glass. Like a window, I offered. No, she said, like a mirror. Reflecting inwards towards the animal they covered. I gently asked her what exactly this animal was. Here is where the material reality of the story took a turn for the explicitly fantastic and imaginary. Whoa. Upon her discovery of it, at her gaze, it grew or extended, its shaggy, haired self. Hair like the fur of a dog, I offered. No, she said. Not the fur of a dog, nor the hair on her head. It grew out towards her, the animal's hair, reaching out. It was hard, standing almost straight, like the hair on a brush. A bristle, I offered. Yes, she said. She was very afraid at first, but then very curious. I asked her what else was in the room. More things hidden away, she said, things of Grandpa's as well. First, she found a hidden passage under the stairs. Inside were strange dolls, magic objects, naked, faceless figures. I heard these cryptic utterances and merely nodded. In order to keep the game of make-believe going, I only pressed for details where I thought necessary. The faceless dolls could be a simple metaphor for the anonymity. Damn, I'm having issues talking. Anonymity. Fuck me. Anonymity she feels in her own home. The hidden passage. I am unsure what to make of that. All right, I got the sniffles. Make sure everything's still working. Okay. The revealing of the concealed seems to be thematic in her fantasy. The door under the stairs is but one example. What is this? Hello? Oh boy. I don't think I can touch it. Cool. Let's check out the room. What is it around here? Let's look around. Alright, let's see. It's interesting. This is the basement. We got this black shit, bristle, hairy dog thing. We got a trash pile. What is here? Is this like a... What did I grab? Oh shit. Once he... Okay. I should have checked out the trash pile first. Once she removed the panel and found the magical hidden passageway, she was very specific about what she took. She found a magic book, a magic doll, a photo of her late grandpa, and magic glue. Oh, that's creepy. Hold on. Check out the trash pile first. There's something. What is this? I'll check this out. Search closet. Oh boy. Maybe I'll take the doll first. A slouching doll. Its materials rough and coarse. Glue. All-purpose glue. What's this? Asian steppe shamanism and the fusiform Cyrus, interdisciplinary study in sympathetic magic. A dissertation by Jacob Hart. Papers cruelly bound together to form a book. The impetus of his research was the recognition of a particular pattern in fragments of documents relating to magic and magico-religious practices. Numerous sources were drawn from: commentaries on laws relating to the banning of sorcery and necromancy, compilations of folk charms relating to love spells, hagiographs of saints and their encounters with devils. The list spans many centuries and a great distance, from the Levant to the Kaiser Kagane. Yep, I'm having trouble speaking. To the border of the modern nation states of Russia and Kazakhstan today. From this paper trail across a consistent account about a certain form of magic relating to the binding of demons to a sorcerer's wheel, a demon called the Heaven of Needles. This makes me want to play that Lisa game, because it has a very similar style to this that I want to get back into. The Heaven of Needles, or the Angel of Needles, was known to be kept best by shamanic keepers or wards who suffer from face blindness, prosopagogeny, I don't know if I said it right, whether by birth or through developmental causes like a stroke or head injury. It was known to be extremely effective, but terribly terribly dangerous, so much that it became outlawed several times. It was generally a popular scapegoat relating to unexpected death. This nexus of magical religious meaning making, sorcery regarding human related desires, and the history and science of neurological disorders related to the fusiform gyrus is where the subject of this dissertation will reside. I will outline further and then analyze the historical sources I mentioned previously. Then I will go into the neurology of mystic and magical religious experiences. After that, I will detail my ongoing correspondence with a resident of the Ural Mountain region who is an expert of folklorist and keeper of traditions he claims have been passed down through his extended family for generations. I'm in my reading mode tonight. Just a bunch of pseudo-magical bullshit. That's all you had to say to me. Can I put that? All clean. This space will not be dirty again until next week. A photo of your late grandpa. Hey, Grandpa. My PhD. On the reverse side of the photograph, there is more text. Good luck on your trip to the Urals. Stay warm. Hey, Grandpa. I interrupted to ask what she did with these magical mysterious materials. Grow Grandpa, she explained plainly, and then without missing a beat, she continued on with her story. Feeling this was a potent symbol, I stopped her again to ask what she meant. Somewhat puzzled, I did not understand immediately. She explained slowly. Grandpa lives in the cage in the other room, the cage behind the door. They grew people in the cage. Grandpa lives in the cage in the other room, the cage behind the door. They grew people in the cage. Ah. Beautiful. I love the sound. Let's see what else we got. The door. Let's go to the door and see. What does that say? A hastily written note. Sorry. Sorry. I had to clear my throat. Okay. I have repeatedly called your homes to no avail, and so I am forced to leave this here for you all. I found William sitting in the corner of the enclosure area, seemingly severely concussed. Whiskers was gone, and none of his usual hiding places. I mainly suspected the worst. The project thus must be suspended for now. I am leaving up the usual mirrored coverings we use to keep the anthropodic void sealed. I have done my best to lock up everything on such short notice. It is a hasty fix, but it will require some time to find a more permanent remedy. I am honestly hoping you do not find this note, as I intend to lock the house down too. I intend to race off to you to retrieve your lockbox keys. Do not worry about William's key. It and the rest of his equipment is almost certainly deep within Whiskers now. I pray you do not enter this room. No matter how it may appear, William cannot be helped, and it is only being kept alive as a means of continuing predation on the rest of us. I don't know why. Never mind. Okay. I would say once again, no matter what state you might encounter William in, he cannot be helped. I have sympathy for the young man, I truly do, but I found in his person several photos of his late sister, which would imply certain risk he knew he was taking. Our extant research materials have now become possible liabilities, either criminal or professional in nature, so I have stashed them away. I believe I let you all know how I might do this if we were ever to experience an event such as this. I hope you all remember what I told you. So long then, Dr. H. Okay, let's see what's behind the door. Beyond the door, in the room, the cage was hidden, concealed in another cloak of inward-facing mirrors. Ah. A hidden cage lined with mirrors. It is strange, almost poetic, the elaborate fantasy of self-reflection, concealment, captivity. The tarp. At the cage, she finally cast her spell. But it was... Jazzy, what's up? What's good, Jazzy? I felt like playing a little game after watching Nostalgia. I'm like, yeah, shit, I feel like playing one of my horror games right quick. This is a lot of reading, but I kind of feel like I'm in a little bit of a reading mode right now. But yeah, how you doing, Jazzy? I know you walking your dog earlier too. We probably walking Cleo. I hope it was a good walk. Who it is? Unwashed Resolution and Beat. Wait, best viewer. Oh, I'm about to say, what the fuck is that? Oh, I did. That was a bot. I'm about to say, the chat isn't showing everything. I'm like, what? Or maybe that's YouTube. I don't know. But yeah, Jazzy, what's good? I'm just playing this. I'm great. I'm great. I've been wanting to play this for a minute. And I'm kind of just like in my reading bag right now. So playing my little horror thing right quick before I switch off to something else. But I'm chilling though. I'm big chilling. I appreciate you just coming by to say hi though. I hope the rest of your night is pretty chill too though. Nice and cool. All right, let me get back to this. Yeah, well, Kenny, what's good? Look at you coming through too, Kenny. What's up, man? What's going on good tonight, man? I'm playing a little bit of a reading horror story tonight. This is something I've been wanting to play for a minute. Okay. But it was confusing. She confided at first. She took the magic doll, the magic glue, and the photo of her grandpa, and she combined them, and she wished very hard. I can only assume in this fantasy that next her wish will come true. In what child's story would it not? He said I'm supposed to combine the items. Particular human representation, generic human figure. Oh. Grandpa. Representation of grandpa. Generic human figure. We'll be using the doll for this. We're going to glue this together and see what happens. A tangible symbol of intention and desire. She put Grandpa in the cage, assuming that was part of the ritual. She was not clear on how it worked. What precise instructions she could glean from her grandfather's magic book was complicated by her reading comprehension. She wished with all her heart, and then she told me she waited a while for something, anything to happen. And after that time, she began to cry. I cried really hard, she said. I wanted Grandpa to be back. I wanted my parents to stop being so mean. And it hurt me. It hurt me wish for Grandpa to come back, for my parents to be different. I could feel it through the walls, and it felt me through the air. I asked her what exactly she meant. She could only repeat what she said. By this time, lunch was almost over. I said goodbye to Adriana, and she left to rejoin her class. I keep fucking up her name. Yeah, I hope y'all gonna do good tonight. Okay. I was left to consider our conversation. I believe the storytelling strategy I have employed was not unfruitful, but I must probe deeper if I can. Although I can be sure of nothing I interpret, the impressions I get may begin to help me get an idea of the right questions to ask. Knowledge you acquired this week has given you access to certain topics or keywords you can discuss with Grandpa. You've gained the conversation topic, wish. Consider discussing this when Grandpa emerges. You have also gained the following keyword. Shall. Consider discussing this when Grandpa emerges. Okay, cool. Week 2. It's a lot of reading with this. I like it though. I met again with Adrian. I don't know why I keep going this. Adrian. I'm calling Adrian. I met again with Adrian in order to address her emotional outbursts in the past few weeks. It is our second time meeting, and while it is standard practice to have multiple sessions with a troubled student, as I assemble a report for the counseling department, I could not help but think, as we sat down in my office, that Adrian already seemed to show a remarkable change in self-esteem and confidence, and perhaps my and Mrs. Richardson's estimation of her as emotionally disturbed was erroneous. The paralyzing shyness and withdrawn attitude Adrian possessed last week was not entirely diminished, but she seemed to hold herself differently this week. However, this only lasted as long as our conversation pertained to initial introductory pleasantries. When I began once again asking her about her parents, her feelings regarding her new school and her new home, she quickly lost what new confidence she had gathered up and withdrew again into herself. So, once again, I partook I partook into some collaborative make-believe. This time, I was aided by the fact that I had managed to do some research into Adrian's grandfather, and I had some insight into what she might actually be finding in the basement. Now, this may be overstepping my bounds some as a school counseling caseworker, but this was all in the service of making Adrian comfortable and happy in his learning environment. In any case, I was able to dig up information regarding the grandfather by inquiring at the university in town. Not that I make it a habit of sleuthing, but I had a suspicion the grandfather was a professor there, or at least some sort of researcher, due to the fact that the newly constructed laboratory on the campus I drive by every day bears his name and memorial. He was some sort of anthropologist or linguist or neuroscientist. I did not have to dig that deep before the scope of his work became dizzying, and I ran up against the limits of my undergraduate education. But back to the make-believe. What is your grandpa like? Is he a smart man? Not anymore, but I'm teaching him. So he's grown a good deal then. You have been feeding him well? Yeah, he's getting bigger, but he has a lot of room in his cage. Something dropped next to me. I'm fine. He's still behind bars? Yeah, well, he might be able to climb out eventually. There's this vent in the ceiling. Well, perhaps if he climbs out, I could meet him someday. Yeah, maybe. But he's not ready to leave. He can't take care of himself. I have to feed him, pick up after him. Ah, you store the food in your lunchbox? That's nice of you to share. He can almost talk. You cannot speak with him? He doesn't have a mouth, sort of. But how do you feed him? He has a mouth on the outside, on his shell, or the stuff that is his skin. I'm a little confused. Maybe you can go through a typical day with your grandpa? Okay. I asked her to explain how exactly she goes about growing her grandpa, and Adrian began another tale. According to Adrian, in the week that had passed, much had changed in the basement. Let's go into the basement. Let's see what happened. What's this? The hairy thing that was here before is gone. The lunchbox is great. So you got food for grandpa. You should go see grandpa first. Let's see grandpa. Time to wake grandpa. It was scary at first, she said. The way he moved, the way the doll's skin covered him. I wanted to interject. This somehow seemed inappropriate, but I kept listening. When I look at him, she continued, when I think about him, he grows and moves. It's like he is growing for me. So he's growing bigger now, I asked. Yes, she said, bigger every day. Hey, Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa. The fuck are you? This begins the actual growing part of growing your grandpa. Oh, this is the game's telling me. Beneath the doll's burlap skin, the follicles knit together what resembles a proper person, your grandpa. You are in charge of his cognitive development and diet until it is able to sustain itself. Currently, you are observing grandpa. Please click the arrow back. Please click the arrow back button below for a brief tutorial of your duties as a caretaker. God damn it. Oh, what the fuck? I got a list of shit to do. Here we can see a variety of options regarding growing your grandpa. Highlighted in red are objectives related to feeding and teaching grandpa. Important messages regarding grandpa's recent activity will also appear here. You will need to find it food and learning material before you can move on to the next week. Some food items will make grandpa happy, others merely content. Some food will make grandpa disgusted to the point of nausea. Learning material is also scattered throughout the basement. Seek out vocabulary cards intended to help teach English and basic anthropodic concept formation. The options highlighted in red are related to navigating around grandpa's enclosure. The go-to grandpa option will let you perform all options directly related to grandpa: feeding, teaching, observing, etc. Accessing the study corner will let you go over any options you pick up as the weeks go by. It's a good idea to learn about the work of the people who last occupied this space. My throat is going to give out before I finish this game. Accessing the kitchen corner will let you search for food in the old refrigerator and prepare food for grandpa if need be. The help button will replay this tutorial. The save game button will save your current progress. You can only have one save file at a time. So if you have saved data, you will be asked if it is okay to overwrite it. Okay. X game mode will take you back to the main menu. Many buttons may or may not appear depending on your development of grandpa, so watch out for them. One final note. Take care to explore the basement at your leisure. However, due to the entropic nature of clutter and trash, different weeks may allow you to find things you had not previously discovered. Good luck. Thank you. First, we're going to save this shit so I don't have to... Okay, what is a to-do list? Feed grandpa. Acceptable foods, eat and seek out things to feed grandpa. Words taught, find to help grandpa. Okay, let's explore the basement. The darkness of the shadowy corner unnerves you. You cannot explore here without some form of light. Okay. Trash. Who that be?
Let's go.
Who that? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's grandpa right there. That's what I want to grow. I want to grow that grandpa. Hey. Yeah, kitty granddad. That's uncle right there. I need to add some more of those. It costs money to add. I love that shit. I'm so happy I found that. That shit gets so hype. I gotta use that for other things. Hey, let's go. Big Bird. Grandpa crazy. He was, he could tell he was lit off some shit. He was feeling good. Anyway, back to the trash. This is a big time reading game. Let's see what this letter says. Vocabulary cards. Linguistics module. You got ads? Oh, no, okay. I wait. Drink time. No worries, I drink. I forgot it is ad break. Hold on. Is it 4 ads? Holy shit. I'm gonna have to... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. My fault. Yeah, my bad, Jazzy. I forgot that Twitch, that's the thing, that's the difference between TikTok and Twitch. Twitch has a lot more ads than TikTok. But I feel like TikTok gets their money the other way, like with the advertisement. It's interesting to see the difference. TikTok, you don't get any ads, but they have to make their money somehow, right? Twitch does all the ads, but TikTok has something else. But I think it really depends on the streamer too. I kind of go up and down. I try to reset them and stop them for a little bit. So I put the ads like where I'm gonna usually take a break, but sometimes I can't stop it. I forget about it. So my fault. I forget about it. But it shouldn't be any more for at least 30 minutes, an hour. I hope not. Okay. Vocabulary card. This is the word hello. Teach this word to grandpa to read the notes of past educators. Yeah, they got battlers. Their money comes from the battlers. That's what they do. Instead of ads, they got battles. What the fuck? Click tap. Now everybody's like tap like tap. That's it's so funny. I don't know what people get out of the battle thing. There must be some good money out of that because everybody be battling on TikTok. Mm-mm. It's silly, but hey, it must be good money though. I feel for them. Okay, module administrator will record details on the thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, my fault though. There shouldn't be any more ads for a minute. I'm just picking up trash, really. You'll probably just see some weird shit once in a while. Corroded battery. This isn't really food. Grandpa might eat it, however. Okay. I'm taking care of my grandpa. All clean. This space will not be dirty again until next week. Yay. Bulbous growth. Something appears to be growing from the wall. You take a closer look. What the fuck? A pulsating sac. The slimy membrane that is the skin seems to contain something. It might be able to be opened with a blade. Okay. I like pulsating sacs. Yeah, this game is a little disgusting with the imagery. But the whole color scheme of this feels really dirty. I feel like if Silent Hill was like a point and click adventure, this would it kind of look like. It's a disgusting kind of game. And I got you to tell. It's fascinating. Okay, let's see what we got. Slouching under the weight of rot and refuse. Okay, more trash. Why is there so much trash in the basement? Like, what the fuck am I just collecting all this trash for? It's an item? That shit right there. Let me click on this first. Oops. Blueberries! It looks edible. Grandpa might like this. Hell yeah. All clean. Grandpa will like this. I use streams for my nighttime routine too. Oh, Kenny, man, thank you. I haven't been playing. I didn't think I was gonna be streaming as often as I have been. It's only been like a couple of times. Hey, if it's helping you do whatever you need to do, man, I'm happy to do it. Whether I'm yelling, because I will be playing some yelly games from time to time. This is definitely me just talking and chilling more than anything. And that means a lot, though. I'm happy to be there for you, man. Thank you. I'm just being chilling, you know, like John Cena. Being chilling. What the fuck is that? Creepy. What the fuck is this box? An account of an acquisition. You can examine this in detail later at the study corner. Why can't I read it now? Or maybe I can just start right now. Before we begin, we had all of us cover... Wait, I can't read it. Before we begin, he had all of us cover our faces completely. An earthenware pot was blankety blank, and on the inside, as we stole brief glances at it, we could see the interior was inlaid with mirrors. The blankety blank gave us small pieces of dough, spoiled food, chicken feed, blankety blank, keeping it content. The keeper gestured towards a small bag where the food composted and told us to be careful not to feed it any meat. I asked if the rotting food was enough to sustain it, how it might get nutrients from any of this. The keeper regarded me seriously and said it did not matter what it was fed. The act of feeding itself was what mattered. The act of feeding flesh is another act, however. He then gave me another series of grave warnings regarding not keeping any animal-derived foods near where I might be keeping it. Ominous. Let me I'm doing something on my phone. I got stuff running in the back. Sorry. I always like having like multiple things on my phone running, like TV or different streams and stuff. But I try not to have it too loud though, because I want to pick up on the microphone. Oh wait, Jazzy, I just read what you said. You said I put on my melatonin patch, so I might be out soon. How long? Okay, that was a minute ago. Hey, Jazzy, if you go to sleep, I'm happy. I hope I can help put you to sleep from my horror streams. Don't worry about it. If you get sleeping good whilst being here, that's a compliment to me being like a rockabye baby cradle. Like you want to get in the cradle when you watch me and sleep in the cradle like a baby, like with a milk bottle. Cuddle up with next to Cleo and y'all sleep nicely into the night. Just don't have any nightmares. But no, Jazzy, hey, I appreciate you just coming by to say hey though. You know, don't worry about it. I fall asleep. I've actually fallen asleep while streaming before, so don't even think nothing of it. This is a creepy ass box. What in the fuck? Let's get out of there. Let's go to the bottom drawer. What's a key? Safety. I ain't got no key, so I ain't got no issue with that shit. Let's move on. This game might not be as long as the other ones. We'll see though. Trash pile. Something about that painting looks strange. Ah. What's this? A folder full of radiographic images. You can examine this in detail later at the study corner. Okay. I like there's two options. You can grab or you can point. I'm picking up a lot of trash. Boom, 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 boom. What's that? What's that? What's that be? Ooh, fiberglass insulation. This isn't really food. Grandpa might eat it, however. Yummy. These are the stuff I might eat. Grandpa, you trying to be like me? I swear. You little freaky ass grandpa. Freaky ass. Now you gotta put your hand all the way to the top of the screen to clean that shit. Damn. Alright, let's see. I did that. Okay. So what else we got? Trash. I'm just picking up fucking trash, opening trash piles. The waste here smells particularly strong. Okay. I think it's in my thing. What is this? A simple paper doll. This might be useful in the construction of magic symbols. Okay. Trash, 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 more trash. Big trash. Is that it? Just a paper doll? What the fuck? Alright. Okay, I think we did everything, right? Fiberglass. We got some good things for him to eat. Okay, cabinet, trash pile. I already did that. Okay, there's nothing there. I think that's everything. So I'm thinking, I can't go there yet. Okay, let's check on Grandpa. How you doing? Let's go through the door. Save game. So let's go to the kitchen corner first. Salt, fruit, or vegetable, unappealing item. Actually, no. Let's keep looking for food. Lettuce. It looks edible. Grandpa might like this. Ooh. Lower fridge. Brown banana. It looks edible. Grandpa might like this. Lots of good food, man. Look at all this food I'm finding. But I'm not done yet. Let's go to the study corner. Paper documents. I think I already seen this. Magic book, radiographs, paper doll. I don't know if you can do anything else with this. Nope. Magic book. I already read that. Hasty reader. No, I don't know if there's any more I can read about that. Oh, I already read this shit. What about the other one? Acquisition note? Okay, it's the same shit. Okay, let's see. Let's search the file cabinets. No, educational posters. All right. What do we have here? A set of procedures regarding disposable interment. Okay, let's read it now. Number 1, the researcher will seal off the enclosure bars, ensuring minimal gas leakage during the later fumigating process, and then retrieve the burn barrel and place it near the enclosure. 2, allow these 48 hours of time where the current growth cycle experiences no human-related stimuli. Do not enter the enclosure area nor any part of the basement. Ideally, you will not be on the grounds at all. 3, after 48 hours, 2 researchers will enter the basement wearing their assigned mirror mask, mirror apron, and powered air purifying respirator. The researcher will use the vent system to fumigate the enclosure area. Wait 30 minutes and then use the fan system to ventilate the enclosure. Keep the fans running during steps 3 through 4. 4. Re-enter the enclosure area wearing your assigned mirror mask and aprons. The organism may or may not be in complete dormancy. If it is not in full dormancy, be assured that its capacity to act against you will be greatly diminished. With your assigned power drills, quickly remove any enclosure bars needed to access the organism. Put them aside for later reinstallation. Damn, there's a lot of shit with this game. 5. Put the organism into the burn barrel. Incinerate the organism thoroughly. Wait for any smoke to be properly cleared by the fan system. 6. Turn off the fans. One researcher will retrieve the nucleus from the ash and place it in the mirror box. The other researcher will sift through the ash and place any other substantial remains in the biohazard bin in the room outside the enclosure area. The bin is locked for safety purposes. The code is 323245. The bin is locked. 323245. Researchers will fill out the termination form and leave it for Dr. Hart. Yeah, this is a lot of shit. That biohazard bin. Consider discussing this regret. Yeah, that's a lot of shit related to this. This whatever they were doing took a lot of work. That's what I'm saying. It takes a lot of I don't know, I just read a lot of shit. That was only File Cabinet 1. That was only one thing. I'm just picking up a lot of fucking voodoo shit. There's too much damn work for fucking dealing with this entity y'all fucking with. And this basement just full of doo-doo and trash bags. If you like hearing somebody read your ass, whoa, the fuck is this shit? Oh, cashews? Fuck yeah, this is the best basement ever. I love cashews. Now count of acquisition. More reading. There's a lot of reading this. Y'all ready for more reading? The reading corner is here. You're allergic to cashews? Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I love cashews. But I know some people who are allergic to cashews. I don't know. I might have a reaction to cashews. I felt myself getting sick after eating them once, so maybe I do. Fuck those nuts. Oh, man. I used to eat a lot of pistachios, actually. Before cashews, pistachios were my jam. I like pistachios. I like... Fuck, I forgot what else I like. I like nuts. I gotta have them nuts. I gotta eat them nuts in my mouth, you know? Depends. There's different kinds. But pistachios are the ones I used to eat all the time, though. I'm allergic to literally both. And only... You're really pistachios and cashews? That sucks. I'm sorry, dude. They might be related. Walnuts, Brazil nuts are good, too. I'll eat, like, almonds and walnuts. It depends on what I'm eating it to. But I don't usually go for those kind of nuts. If they're given to me, I'll eat them. Or maybe even pecans. Because my mom loves pecan pie. And she would always get pecan pie. So I would eat a lot of pecans whenever she got it. Well, she would add extra pecans to her pecan pie. She was really digging that shit. So, I don't know. But yeah, those are the nuts I like, man. I feel you, though. There's some stuff I wouldn't touch either in terms of some nuts. But I can't remember which ones it is, though. Because I typically don't eat nuts all the time. Okay. Let me read this. I'm always fucking up bad. Yeah, peanuts is something I used to eat a lot. But I think I was getting sick from eating too many peanuts. But peanuts are always good, though. I love going to, like, the restaurants or the... I remember when I used to go to the baseball games and opening the peanuts. You know, just the peanuts in the shell. I used to love eating that. I used to eat the shells like a freak sometimes, and that used to make me sick, I think. But I just like the way they tasted outside. Spicy peanuts are the best. I'll eat anything spicy. Anything, I love either spicy or salt and vinegar. Give me like the salty vinegar taste or the spicy taste. Even wasabi taste, anything like that, I'll eat. You know? Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are really good for you too. If you ever eat pumpkin seeds, eat those. Sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds. Those are very good for you. Pumpkin, yeah, whatever. Yeah, peanuts are good too. I like to eat the peanuts sometimes. Okay. It was said to pass from one family of steppe people to another. The steppe people, I think that's what it's called. Steppe is actually the word. But it presses on its ultimate origin, blankety blank, somewhere to the south, coiled in a bowl covered in incantations, buried upside down by a graveyard, a common late antiquity demon trap. The keeper, an elderly man in failing health, was ready to expound on and about the dangers of the organism when I asked more pointed questions about the history of its acquisition. I was given curt responses that had a way of circling back to vague warnings. Is that it? Okay, good. Fuck. How much reading am I have to do? This is only week 2 or some shit. They got the lore. I can only imagine being a writer for a game like this. Like they have to come up with a lot of stories and a lot of stuff for people to read. And I got another game that's completely text-based, mostly text-based, which I love, but it's a lot of text. I don't think I can read that out to you. I don't think I can read that out loud. That would make me tired more than this.
You got a tight little man pussy on you, don't you? Looking like a double-wide surprise. God damn.
Ah, shit, I gotta turn the green screen off of that shit. Got a tight little man. Let's see. And see, I had the green screen turned off of that shit, but it wasn't working right, so I might have to turn that back on. That made me feel good. Thank you. You know I like my little fun shits. I knew I'd seen that. Yep, that's exactly what you seen, man. Dude, that's a classic. Vocabulary. Teach grandpa his words and best education. Hey, man, have fun with it, man. You get the points, you get to use them, man. I'm gonna try to add some different ones eventually. Now, I just had to encourage myself to stream again. I'll try to make it more interesting over time. Have some different things for y'all to touch on eventually. What the fuck is this? Look at these bones. Oh, this could be a long one.
Shaggy gon' sneeze, Shaggy.
Shaggy gon' sneeze, get him wet, Shaggy.
Shaggy gon' sneeze, Shaggy.
Shaggy gon' sneeze, get him wet, Shaggy.
Shaggy like pussy, Shaggy like dog. Shaggy got Scooby-Dooby on the phone. Hey, Scoop. Talking about the perfect sandwich, a stack of salami. Where's the mayonnaise? Right here. Shaggy is a businessman.
Holding a stack of bread
in his hand, and he might just trade you for a kiss on the cheek.
Shaggy just played you.
Shaggy gon' sneeze, Shaggy. Shaggy gon' sneeze,
Get him wet, Shaggy.
Shaggy gon' sneeze, Shaggy. Shaggy gon' sneeze,
Get him wet, Shaggy. I love that shit. See, I love that song so much. I had to add that. But I had to be careful because I had a couple people, they just spam that shit. Like, I can't keep that shit on. I had to put a limit on that. But that shit make me laugh every time, though. Get him wet, Shaggy. I love the animations. There's some other animations I want to add, but they shit is real vulgar. Like, that's not even the most vulgar one I wanted to add. So I'm like, shit. But it makes me laugh, though, so I keep it in. Damn, who this girl? Oh, that's a... Okay. You remove the tape down fabric to reveal the cabinet's wooden bottom. I'm about to scream that shit at word in. Yeah, hey, get this shit. I love that. Get them wet, Shaggy. Whenever something happens, you just say, hey, get them wet, Shaggy. Or you tell them whoever it is name, like, get it wet, Freddy. Get him wet. He gonna sneeze. He gonna sneeze. Get him wet, Shaggy. That's what I'm saying. Come on, Kenny. Get him wet, Kenny. Get him wet, Kenny. Let me read this. A note regarding cleanup procedures. Examine it in. Man, this is a I'm reading a goddamn Oedipus or some shit. I feel like I'm reading The Great Gatsby with these damn letters. But I don't know. I kind of like it. Wait. Did I see autocorrect come up? That was weird. I just saw like autocorrect come up for the text. No, that's your name. No. I'm glad it is soothing. The music and everything is kind of soothing. If you want to sit here and listen to someone's voice, hopefully my voice is not the most grating thing right now, but I know for some things, it could be enjoyable. I wouldn't lie, if a person did ASMR reading this, I would definitely fall asleep. It would be like, getting close to the microphone, like, to my colleagues, I don't mean to be overly severe in tone, but Dr. Hart's work is very important. Something like that. I can get close to the mic and make it is very important, and the material we are working with is potentially very dangerous. I will be handing out a copy of this note as a reminder to everyone. No cat. Oh, thank you. I actually wanted to try ASMR just one time because I be listening to that all the time. But I know I can't be serious, so I definitely do something stupid to make people uncomfortable. I will be handing out a copy of this note as a reminder to everyone. I am not trying to single out any particular person, out. We all have misconceptions about the nature of this project from time to time. With that out of the way, here are some things to keep in mind. Number 1, the active growth must be thoroughly terminated via the correct procedures at the very least 4 weeks after dormancy is interrupted. It doesn't matter what you've done or haven't done regarding tests or procedures, or how much the anthropodic vacuum has been disrupted. We are not ready to go beyond 4 weeks at this point. A step-by-step guide to termination has been posted by the enclosure wall. Please do not place the educational posters over this posting. 2, do not disrupt the anthropodic vacuum without Dr. Hart's previous consultation and approval. I like the text you can probably tell the text has a weird shader effect going to it where it like has a glitch screen, which it's both relaxing and hard to look at the same time, because you stare at the colors have that rainbow effect on the letters. You know how you look at a static screen and the words have blue, red, yellow, like those, I don't even know what to call that. But yeah, I kind of like looking at it. It's kind of entertaining, but also my eyes will get tired after a while. In any case, in case of any emergency where the vacuum is disrupted, put on your equipment and begin the lockdown procedure. Make an extensive note of when and how the breach occurred. Number 3, if you find the habitat empty, page Dr. Hart immediately, but do not attempt to speak with anyone else. This thing can get very smart, I'm sure, and you're all well aware from the stories we heard on our acquisition trip. The greatest caution should be used when dealing with a potential aggressive mimicry scenario. Please seek me out if you have any more questions. William. Oh God, that's 2 pieces of notes in this shit. Notation regarding sample exoskeletons. You know, I'll say this, like, I have to applaud the developer, people who do this, who create a story in their mind and just make up pieces of like information so well. Like the people who develop stories, right? This is basically like writing a book, but in a, you put it in visual form, and that's what I like. It's like, it's impressive, but you have to be ready to read it. And sometimes reading out loud is different from reading in your head. When you read in your head, you might absorb information in one way. When you read out loud, I don't know. It's just a different experience. That's why I kind of wanted to play this while reading it out loud. But it is a lot more reading than I thought, but that's okay though. I'm okay with that. This says, research participants, please take note. Each growth from a cycle does not require a shell, but you may find the samples will often try and seize on something somewhat flexible it can grow into. Along with any desirous yield it may generate, or else it will move from one shell to the next as it outgrows them. In the small amount of time I have spent with it in preparation, I have noticed it tends towards human forms. However, we should keep a tight lid on the anthropodic seal in order to be cautious before we begin to experiment with exposing it long-term to anthropod stimuli. Dr. Hart. Yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. Shut up, man. Oh yeah, yap. What else? Well, I don't even remember opening this shit. They said you reading too much. Medical imaging device. You sleep the radiographic images you found in the machine's display. Ooh, what's this? This looks freaky as fuck. Is that a poop? What am I looking at? What the fuck? Ugh. Propagation number 21. Day 19 after dormancy with vacuum. Broken. Yes. Term at 21 days. Notes in detail. More reading. Okay. Intriguing results regard to the mimic hypothesis. A participant entered a sealed chamber adjacent to Whisker's growth cycle number 21, which had been freed from the anthropodic vacuum. Constructed quite economically from plastic and broken mirrors, the first propagation's original earthenware vacuum was shattered during the move-in. Between the two, there was a semi-opaque glass panel that allowed observation both ways. The human participant was asked to think of someone in the popular consciousness, fictional or no, and cogitate on their image, personality, face if possible, voice if possible, etc. Our participant chose Jesus of Nazareth, and with weekly repeated exposures to the participant's imaginings, propagation number 21 began forming what resembled an anthropod Nazarene in the fold of his spines. I was gonna say anthropoid Nazi. It's like, damn, you told him Jesus and he became Hitler? After he made a fucking mimic Hitler? You made Gumby Hitler in the damn pod? Shit. You goofed up, mold monster. Is there more? I want to read more. Now I'm curious about this. Previous human-oriented tests, human-oriented tests have always bore out a result that Whiskers would form an anthropod team member, be it me or Dr. Hart or Gerald, and we assumed it was merely mimicking one of us. Dr. Hart has always contended the desirous yield, or the anthropoid reproduction Whisker creates when contact with human beings, has always been based on the conception and relation to the person through someone else. Is it an ad comment? Okay, no, yet. With this framework, the desirous yield is not actually a replica of a person, or if it is only a replica of the fiction of a person generated in the mind of another. You know what? This reminds me of another game that I played that's kind of a mind fuck just like this. That's really good, and it's even harder on the eyes. These games with these mind blast games, they're hard on the eyes because they do visual things. But I like it though, and I'm probably going to play that one too. I played a little bit of that. I didn't finish it. Okay. This desirous yield was not Jesus Christ, but the participant's image of Jesus assembled from their religious upbringing, religious artwork, depictions in popular culture, etc. This radiograph was taken right before the destruction of the growth cycle, while Whiskers was rendered unconscious via fumigation. Make sure. It seems like with every successful propagation, the stem cells in the organism work a little faster. But I'm not paranoid. It's technically deathless, yes, but we're burning up whatever knowledge it gained when we incinerate it. I don't believe in magic just yet. Okay, so we're creating homunculi. So this is homunculates. Homunculi? Like Full Metal Alchemist kind of shit? Yeah. And I'm trying to create one right now. Okay, I think that's all the reading right now. I think we can move on to this. Depending on how much more reading and shit I gotta do, let's see if I finish this. So I did that. Oh, I forgot. I gotta make Grandpa some foodies, some yum-yums. Grandpa, I've got num-nums. Num-nums for Granddad. Would you like a banana mixed with battery? Conceal. The battery is concealed in the browning banana flesh. Yummy. Where's my fucking blueberries? Ah, yummy. The battery is concealed in the browning banana flesh. Grandpa shall eat his num-nums, and he will eat them unknowingly of the true desires I have conducted in my mind stem. Go to Grandpa. Grandpa, you're sitting in the chair. You keep your good posture. Look at you. You're like a big, tall, little corn plant. Good ass, but you got better posture than I do, Grandpa. You got a little curve on that back. You're getting a little too nice over there. Attempt to communicate. Let me observe you. You examine Grandpa, noting his movements, respiration, and general mood. Grandpa seems sort of sluggish and bored. You get the feeling it may be more content and readily cooperative once fed and taught a word or two. Okay. Maybe we should... Let's attempt to communicate first. Grandpa, you want to eat food? Would you like to view the tutorial before you start? You will never be done. Yeah, sure. Oh man, that's a tutorial for feeding? God damn. Alright, it says, this brief tutorial will go over the basics of feeding Grandpa. Via induction of your unprotected insula, Grandpa has simulated the production of tooth enamel to mimic a human mouth. It will need to be fed through this in order to properly learn and grow. First, you will need to select an item from the lunchbox. Click on the lunchbox in the bottom right corner. The contents of the lunchbox will be displayed. Nice food and bad food. Select an item from the lunchbox. Doing so will fill your hand with this item. Note that any food can be put back into the lunchbox by clicking on the lunchbox with a full hand. Before Grandpa can be fed, it must judge the food by smell. Hover your hand above Grandpa's olfactory bulbs. If Grandpa is pleased, it will allow you to feed it. Most foods Grandpa will accept. However, getting Grandpa to consume other things requires some culinary deception. When Grandpa is willing to be fed, hover your hand over his mouth and click. Grandpa will then consume the food. What the fuck? Oh, I was tapped by accident. Okay. Good luck on feeding Grandpa. Grandpa. You approach the small windowsill. Whoa, I didn't finish reading. Damn, Grandpa, you got a big mouth. Why you got a sideways? If Grandpa's enticed by the smell, cooking Grandpa's mouth, you got me a little nervous. If Grandpa's enticed by the smell, click on Grandpa's mouth to feed it. Click on Grandpa's nostrils left of his mouth with a handful of food. Grandpa. There's a good Grandpa. Let's get some food out before you eat me. Grandpa, I hope you don't mind my concealed battery / banana. Grandpa. Click on Grandpa's food left of his mouth. Grandpa's unable to detect the unappealing. Grandpa. There you go, Grandpa. I hope you don't mind eating that. Although quickly consumed, the meal seems to be causing some indigestion. And with a sudden lurch, Grandpa empties his stomach onto the floor. Contents pull together in front of the cage. My bad, Grandpa. I'm sorry. Would you like to eat something else? What do you want to eat, Grandpa? Would you like some delicious blueberries? Grandpa finds this palatable. Very good. Eat up. The meal appears to have been sufficient. Okay, I think we ate enough, right? How much do I have to feed you? You step away from the window set in the bars. And Grandpa silently slides back to his corner. Okay. Yay. So the food's in your things. Okay, so it's okay. I fucked up. I gotta still go to Grandpa and teach him. Let's keep feeding. Oh, you're getting big. What the fuck? Examine stomach contents. Oh, thanks, Grandpa. A key. Still somewhat wet. Yummy. Thank you, Grandpa. I needed that. Grandpa, let's feed you some more. Grandpa, it's time to eat. If we're not done eating, would you like to eat some fiberglass insulation? Grimaces. That's okay, Grandpa. You don't have to eat that. I won't make you eat that. How about some cashews? A lettuce? A very old leaf of lettuce is flaky and stiff. How about this? By its neutral reaction, this will say he's hungry, but that is all. There you go, Grandpa. This appears to have been a sufficient meal. That's okay, Grandpa. That's it. No more eating. I think I fed you enough. Grandpa grunts in appreciation and locomotes, I like that word, towards his favorite corner. Good job, Grandpa. But we're not done yet. It's time to learn. You have to learn, Grandpa. You must learn. You must understand. Become like Grandpa. Teach Grandpa. Today's lesson will include the word hello. No. Let us try with the first word. Grandpa, your name. Or should I look at the tutorial? Oh, let me look at the tutorial. This brief tutorial will go over the teaching Grandpa pronunciation and vocalization. The vocabulary word you picked here will appear in the top left corner. In the bottom right corner will be a pentagon that is divided up into 8 sections. A section of the pentagon will be highlighted briefly. Before I get off, I gotta print up some documents I forgot about. So I gotta go to this office tomorrow. I forgot about to do that. Oh, did I switch to a different overlay? Oh, I did. That's okay. I didn't even realize that. I did that by accident. I didn't even mean to do that. That's cool though. I need like a overlay switcher that switches. Okay, let's see. A section of the Pentagon will be highlighted briefly. The notification sound will play, and soon another section will be highlighted. You will control a small round icon that sits above the Pentagon by using your mouse. So a small round icon that sits above the program by using your mouse. Stop that shit. Wait, I keep fucking hitting the wrong thing. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. The ball is constrained to the limits of the Pentagon. The goal is to keep your icon over the area, highlighted area, and move it as the area changes sections around. So Simon says, when you hold left click above the correct highlighted area, the icon will start to vibrate along with the simulated vocal cords, and the current letter of your word will begin to turn red. Okay. Keep holding over the highlighted section and adjust your icon as it changes places. Soon the letter will become fully red. After every letter becomes red, Grandpa will proudly pronounce the word to you, and it will be considered learned. Teaching Grandpa these words would accelerate his cognitive development and lead it to further breakthroughs in general intelligence. Okay. You ready to learn, Grandpa? Would you like? No. I'm smart. Teach word, Grandpa. Yes. You approach the small window. Blah, 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 blah. Hello, Grandpa. Can we learn? Grandpa, you want to learn this word? You're doing good, Grandpa. You're doing good. Keep learning. Keep learning. Deep within Grandpa, strange membranes foaming. That's good. Grandpa, you did good. Having completed the lesson, you take a look at the back of the vocabulary module card, and the notes they're written by administrators of the past. Damn, sorry, my throat. I got a weak throat. Okay, let's see. Grandpa, part of vocabulary and vocalization module E81, family. General pronunciation comments. Usual trouble with articulation, voice thin, raspy, possibly undeveloped larynx. Module comments, see below. I'm gonna try it. Let me try talking deep into the microphone. Let me see. Y'all ready? We have done several sessions of what we are calling familiar relations simulation. I and a co-researcher sit in chairs opposite the enclosure. We are wearing the usual mask, and we begin to act out a scene, mostly through improvisation that might roughly resemble a kitchen table conversation between an immediate family. Repeated trials were revealed through our simulated conversation was purposely vague and unspecific regarding persons and identities. We would only address each other as brother, father, sister, etc., etc. It soon became apparent that the encoded information and associations we unconsciously drawn upon when hearing and speaking these words was being picked up on by Whiskers and its psi-type field of reception/interpretation of brain and mind events/semantic content. My co-researcher William noticed this in a simulation where Whiskers was given a role as a sister and he as a brother. I was the father. Whiskers began responding to certain prompts with unusual specificity, as well as a general pattern and timbre of speech that continued with unusual consistency. As soon as the simulation ended and we left the enclosure area, William let me know that Whiskers was almost certainly drawing from an encoded memories of his late sister. Mapping out exactly what regions and centers of neural activity are incepted by the psi-type field will take extensive neural imaging that we do not have at this site. Currently, we only have less precise portable equipment. However, our experiences so far are eerily in line with folk knowledge and folk explanations regarding the being's access to desires, and we can begin to infer it as access to certain portions of the limbic system and the ventral temporal cortex. You step away from the bars and store the module card at the document table. Okay, nice. Sorry, I hit my microphone on that. Excuse me. All right. We taught Grandpa one fucking word. Excuse me. Good job. You wanted it for the next lesson? Are you ready? Can you handle it? Can you handle it? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs Grandy? I'm about to teach you another thing. You think you ain't gonna be stupid in my household. You gonna learn some shit, you little fucking primordial creature of black mold damned from hell's kitchen. I'm gonna teach you some shit. We're gonna teach you the word hello. It took me a while to learn this word, for real. Teach word hello, yes. Hello, Grandpa, let's learn. Oh, we're doing this right. That's fast. That was good. Having completed the lesson, you take a look at the hello, part of vocabulary and vocalization module A2 conversational basics. General pronunciation comments, sloppy articulation. Module comments, see below. We're already encountering some difficulty as Whisker's subjectivity is so much determined by a diverse and dynamic array of influences. It attempts to mimic the thoughts and desires it passively intercepts, and these imitations go on to structure the basis of his identity. Only later in Whisker's growth cycle does it begin to form an identity or identities that are coherent and capable of resembling a sane, rational human being when engaged in conversation. One must imagine how hard it would be to converse with someone who is not yet orientated in one particular way towards who or how they are, because they might have 20 different honest answers to those questions, all of them mixed and muddled together. Because of the sorry. Ooh, shit. Okay. Because of this, we have started with the basics of conversation, greetings, partings, identifying one another, forming questions, etc., etc. It is fortunate Whisker's current growth, number 19, I believe, has developed a mostly accurate human mouth simulation. Hello was a bit of a challenge in the previous growth, as it had failed to develop an adequate organ to act as a human tongue. You said, blah, 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 blah. Yay! That is one whole freaking week. But then we have a key that we earned. I ain't ready to end the week. I'm about to go to back the cabinet. This we're gonna use the key. Bottom drawer. You try to save slots with the key you found, and it pops open. Lore. A photo of your mother as a young woman. The recognition of this face kicks off a cascade of emotion and meaning deep within your psyche. Interesting. Is that it? Who's that? Who that be? Blah. Blah, blah. Let's go back. I want to sniff this glue. I can make, oh. Can I do that? Is that bad to do? Should I do this? I want to do this. Tangible symbol of attention and desire. Mommy. A sharp edge. Isn't a knife? That key could be a sharp edge, right? I feel like a key is a bit of a sharp edge. Anyway, I think that's the end of the week, right? Well, if I'm gonna end the week right now. Right. What the fuck was that? Man, shut the hell up. I don't give a fuck about that ad. Say this shit. Hopefully I didn't mess up by making that picture. Grandpa recently emptied his stomach, explored the basement. I don't give a fuck. We done feeding Grandpa. Weekly summary. Foods acquired. Weekly summary. Wow, look at all this shit. Knowledge you acquired is to give you access to and to discuss with Grandpa. You have gained the conversation topic language. Oh, I forgot to talk to Grandpa. Fuck. Wait. Shit. Wait a minute. I forgot to. Oh, I cut the game out. I got it. We'll see if that fucked me out. We'll see how far. I might stop playing for a little bit. I want to finish this though. I forgot. I was supposed to talk to Grandpa before I fucking stopped that. Hold on. 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 Hold on to me. Hold on to me, baby. Hit the left hand. Stop. Fuck. It's F5. I'm stupid. There you go. I like the left hand. Okay, good. Grandpa, I forgot to do something. I wanted to communicate with you. Ah, shit. Grandpa accedes to your request. It approaches the bars and begins to unknit its skin. The inner Grandpa, though still not fully formed, is revealed. It may be fruitful to speak with it if it can respond. Whoa. Are you Grandpa? Hey, Grandpa. You little freaky thing, you. Ask about wish. Yeah, this is freaky as fuck. With a great deal of effort, Grandpa gurgles fragmented thoughts through his ill-formed lips. My mother. Will father. New lives out of the air. The dark spiny filaments that make up the majority of Grandpa's body begin to oscillate rapidly. The air behind your eyes, I can taste it. Did you say that, Grandpa? What the fuck? Freaky ass. Freaky ass, Grandpa. Let's ask about your shell. What do you have to say about that? With a great deal of effort, gurgles from thoughts through his ill-formed lips. Skin. My body. All human skin around me. Give more. Grow more to fit. Okie dokie. This acts about the biohazard then. Tell me about it. However, it fails to produce more than a wet and frustrating sputtering noise. Oh, I know that. I can relate to that. Goodbye. Grandpa suddenly ascends back into his shell. Cool. Offer mother doll. Oh, it's kind of scary. I didn't know I could do that. Let's try that. Grandpa doesn't seem pretty interested at the moment. Ah, okay. Weekly summary, blah, blah, blah. Language. Week number 3. Mrs. Richardson's. Not Richardson. Hold on, give me some of the drink. Wait. Give me something to drink. I'm drinking a little weak, watered down, black iced tea. I just want to drink some. Let me make sure the stream is still running decently. An hour ago, 2 hours ago, issues. That's good. No issues in recent time. Next step. Let me switch over to the other. Let me see which one. Which one do I want to do? This is funny. Perfect. What is this shit? What is that display? Wait, what the fuck is that in the top right there? Is that another display? Wait, I'm sorry. I'm looking at this. What is that? Display number 2 or some shit? Oh, that must be what the fuck is that on the top right left? I know what that is. Is that another video or some shit? I'm sorry, I'm looking for something. I forgot I had Dexter. Oh, that shit ain't even work anymore. Half this shit's broke. Oh, man. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. That's when I'm doing something. And I don't need that now. I don't need that now. But that is cool. Actually, I'll leave it there. Fuck it. Alright. Mrs. Richard approached me the other day in order to remark on Adrian's development. She noted how much more at ease she appeared when called upon in class and when asked to participate in group exercises. I told her I had seen this change happening as well, and that as much as I would like to take credit for it, I can only guess dimly at what might be reshaping her attitude. Okay. Mrs. Richards posited that it was perhaps Adrian's family moving into their grandfather's property that caused the change. And apparently is out in the country, in a wooded area, full of wide open space and far from the bustle and noise of the city. The grandfather, Dr. Jacob Hart, had jointly purchased the land with the university he was employed with and began constructing what he was intending to be a satellite campus for a burgeoning psychological anthropology program he had a hand in establishing. Only one building ever ended up being constructed after Dr. Hart died in a car accident while driving back from the property one day. Eerily, and almost at the exact same time, a grad student who was assisting Dr. Hart on some sort of project at the property vanished without a trace. The property sat in disuse for years as it was tied up in legal battles between Dr. Hart's next of kin, the university, the vanished grad student's family, and the other students Dr. Hart was working with. Damn, it's a lot of people. Eventually, the case was settled out of court. Only recently did the property fall into the possession of Adrian's mother. Adrian's mother. Okay. Obviously, I was not going to relay this whole tragic story to Adrian, who, sorry, I keep fucking up with that, who for all I know believes her grandpa to still be living in the basement of his home. Besides, I thought, she might already know all of this. Perhaps the elaborate story she was constructing was her own way of escaping the morbid details of a life, or perhaps lives, cut short by the cruel force of fate and the cynical adults who squabbled in the aftermath. I determined perhaps the storytelling she was and continues to engage in should not be encouraged by me, at least not in the way I went about it before, where I made active inquiries into her strange fantasy of a semi-sentient ball of skin. When I saw Adrian, I did not bring up her grandpa or ask questions about his growth. Adrian could not I keep fucking up. Adrian could not stop thinking about it, however. I had no choice but to weather her bizarre and enthusiastic effusions about her new best friend. Adrian, maybe we could talk about something else. I'm not sure I'm following you exactly. I got bugs in my room. Get out of here, little mosquito. It's Snoozie's ads. Get out of here, bucko. Be gone. Alright. He's gotten so big. He has so many whiskers that come out, and I can see them move around when I think about him. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm so happy Grandpa is back. He's so much cooler than Mom and Dad. Once again, for what it's worth, I put down the story she told me as best as I could. Adrian once again told me about growing her grandpa. What else we got? All right, back to. What if this is too much? Let's see, examine. Trash. More trash for me. I'm the trash man, you see. I love trash. Kiwi, yummy. I love trash, you see. Trash I need to grab with my hands for free. I put it in the palm of my skin. Put it in the trash bag for later. For my kin. My grandpa in the cage. My grandpa in the cage. He needs me to grab food for him. I will grab it with my hand. My bare hand, granddad. Grandpa, I'm tired, but I need to feed you and teach you shit because you stupid. What's 9 plus 10? You don't know. You stupid. But you my grandpa, so I love you. Is there nothing in here? Man, y'all just gonna send me on a wild goose chase shit? Fuck this trash shit. Come on. If you like clicking shit, this is the game. Clicking little fucking ruffled trash bags and dirty little cum rags and shit. Nasty ass shit. Nasty ass, dirty, little cruddy ass basement. Disgusting ass, bullshit ass, basement ass shit. Full of nasty shit from my little mole daddy. My mole cat daddy, granddaddy. What we got here? Anything else I can do with this? Touching that. Okay, we got new. That's a good word. He'll like that word. Shit. I don't think I could talk on the phone for a long time. Cause I don't know. So used to talking. Okay, potato. I feel like I get tired too easily. Is there another area I can check out? Oh yeah. Hold that back. Trash pile. Check out this trash pile. Creepy room. Trash pile. There's another growth here? Holy guacamole. Ooh, that was a double tap. Right, let's see what we got. Indecision. That's gonna be a tricky one. I was playing Starfield earlier. I've been wanting to get into that game. It's just I get sleepy when I play it. But I usually play it like at 2 a.m. So yeah, it probably makes sense. But I really like it, and I'm glad I waited to play it since they made so many updates and stuff to it. Yet another pulsating sac grows in this corner of the basement. Okay, I can't wait to pop those little pimples. It's gonna be a fun little job. Does the key do something? I feel like the key has to do something else, right? Can I glue the key or some shit? Like, can I just stab the damn sacks with my key? Hacks. Creepy ass shit. Open ass door. Open ass shit. Open ass door. Open ass door. I think we got whatever we need for this shit. Let's get on. It's Anna. What's going on? Oh, I didn't see these before. Oh shit. I did not read these before. Oops. All right, time for reading. For the sake of university policy and the health of any future career you hope to have, you will abide by the non-disclosure contract you sign. Do not break the anthropodic vacuum without any prior explanation and approval. Any type of reforms brought to the closure area must not be left unattended. When not in dormancy, the sample will attempt to take anthropoid shells. Please see shell notes for more info on that. Ritual behavior with the sample, trading, bargaining will result in dismissal from the project. The precise mechanism of the exchange of symbols and gifts required for the requested desired zeal is not known, and even then, anecdotal accounts of success are blankety blank end in violent death. Damn. Let's read. Regarding growth cycles, every time Whiskers regenerates and leaves dormancy, it is to be logged as a new propagation. The sample's body existence cannot be blank, i.e. a part cannot be cut from the whole. So there's going to be one living propagation. Propagation is to be terminated after 5 weeks. Important. Any further development puts us at risk. Termination procedures will be posted and followed with extreme care. With all that out of the way, I want to welcome you to the project. I look forward to working with you, Dr. Hart. Oops. I skipped one. Grandpa! I gotta go to the study corner. I forgot to do some shit. I forgot to look at orientation note 2. Let's read this shit. Number 4, the sample's exposure to some of our neuronal activity is unavoidable. However, the speed at which its desired yield is produced can be dampened by several precautions regarding the libidinal and emotional urges. Like libido? Libido? Ooh. Keep conversation not related to the lab work to a minimum. If you begin to suspect you are developing attachments to your colleagues, contact me as soon as possible. Okay. Alright, what do we got? Is there new shit? Nope. Okay, more shit to look through. Anything here? Anything yummy? Nope. It's freaky that there's shit every time I open. This trash man's getting a lot of work, I tell you what. Nothing here. Should I even be fucking with this right now? Because why is this one clean every time I open it? That's the bother or something. Oh, I think I already read this. Oh no, this is new stuff. Oh, I don't even think I looked at this. Propagation number 2. Term in 6 days. Let's start off with this. Okay. We have taken the calling of whiskers, though of course some have interpreted it as a hair or needles or quills, but whiskers is more accurate, as the needles are really more like supransory follicles or spines. The nerve nests distributed throughout the morphology of these spines resemble those of genus Hydra, but have myelin sheaths that are functionally the same as vertebrae. As we can see in the X-ray, each spine is laden with dense optical arrangements similar to compound eyes. The Hydra connection is assuredly worth investigating in regard to the organism's capacity for regeneration and anecdotal deathlessness. It certain is a robust enough creature to inspire a marvel that is not unhinged with fear. Let's see, next one. Propagation day number 14. Day 14 after dormancy. Anthropodic vacuum broken. Term at 16 days. Exposure to mammalian forms, part of a series of zoomorphic influences, led to further understanding of the propagation's ability to simulate the somatic stem cells that constitute fully developed animals. I write simulate in the previous statement because examining the tissue of each propagation leads me to believe its amazing capacity for accelerated growth of vastly different forms comes from its cell level mutability. And yet at no time does it function as the thing it becomes, except in the sense that it mimics it. That is to say, when whiskers is removed from dormancy and replicates a rabbit's morphology, it is not seeing from the rabbit's eyes nor smelling from the rabbit's nose, but pretending that it does and doing a very good job of it. Okay. Propagation number 5. Day 10 after dormancy. Anthropodic vacuum broken? No. Term at 12 days. Notes in detail. The radiograph was taken at or around growth cycle number 4. The strange thing about it was that the subject of the image was found nowhere near the enclosure. It's almost like a piece of whiskers fell off and scurried around into the corner. I'm sorry, looking at. What is this shit I'm looking at? Oh, oh, who is this chick? I don't know you, girl. I'm about to switch off. Girl, I'm about to switch on. Gonna switch on. I'm gonna switch on. I put on for my city. Hey, Melly. What is the chick? Oh, she about to end too. Wait. I'm probably gonna look for somebody to raid before I'm over. I don't know. I put on my city. Then I happened. Okay, I feel like we've learned a lot since then. But at the time, I remember speaking about the morphology being weird, not really even resembling any extensomorphic structure. Besides, maybe a cuttlefish. Then I happened to open the thing up. Inside were all these little dead amoeba-like things, but they all sort of looked like they had faces that were just barely there. After I took the radiograph, I gathered it up and went to go through it in the biohazard bin. As I walked by the bars of the enclosure, I could hear Whiskers suddenly going wild, flopping around and running excitedly. Could it have smelled the cuttlefish thing? Would it eat its own production? I guess it's technically flesh. This is beyond the scope of the project, but it could be that without the stimulus of an active brain, or more specifically, a healthy and active brain capable of face recognition and theory of mind, Whiskers began to pull whatever it can from the limited data available to it. Again, this is not our focus at this time, but I left a note for Dr. Hart just in case he wanted to take a look. Boy, oh boy, okay, I read that shit. Turn this shit off. Ugh, so much. Shit. God damn. Oh, Lord, please bless me. Please save me, my throat. Feed me food. Feed me sustenance. Alright, gonna go to the kitchen corner. See what's in the food. Yay, a pear. What's all this food coming from? Yeah. Ooh, what's this? Strawberry. We're getting all this yummy stuff. Who is this? Oh, it's a fucking bot. Soft potato flesh. Yummy. Anything else to feed Grandpa with? Go to the kitchen. Go to Grandpa. Ooh, Grandpa, you're doing great. You examine Grandpa, notice movements, respiration, and general mood. Grandpa's gums are bleeding slightly, and his skin seems overly dry. It may need a food packed with vitamin C. A kiwi fruit would be an excellent remedy. Let's feed Grandpa. Grandpa, would you like to eat a pear? Would you like to eat a concealed insulation? Ground savers to take the independent on food with symptoms for his feeding. There you go, Grandpa. Eat up. Hope you don't mind that. Also, cookies in the wound seem to be causing some indigestion. Instead of lurch, everything's just tumbling into the floor. Conscious is disposed into the floor. Cool. Okay, would you like to eat? Let's fix you up. You say you needed a kiwi. Half of an ancient and nearly completely dried out kiwi fruit. That's not bad. I seems indifferent about the smell, but he said this is a meal. There you go, Grandpa. Eat up. Insufficient. How about a brown strawberry? It's as hard as a rock. Yummy. There you go. There's a strawberry, Grandpa. A hard, Grandpa. Hard strawberry. We'll come back and see if that was enough. I'll give you some more food in a second. Let's just feed you some more. What did she drop? Hey, a knife. Yay. Scissors. Your recipe is still perfectly usable. Thank you, Grandpa. You're the best. Let's feed you one more item. Would you like to eat a pear? Would you like to eat the pear, Grandpa? Ooh, yummy. Yes. Yummy. This shit ain't local. Let's this No problem, Grandpa. Let's see what else. I'm getting a little tired. Fuck. Go to the study corner. Let's go to Grandpa. Grandpa, we're gonna teach you some things. We're gonna learn some stuff. Which word? Let's learn about indecision. Here we go. Grandpa. Indecision. You're doing great, Grandpa. Doing great, Grandpa. Great, Grandpa. Great. There you go. That was really good. That was really good. That sounded just like the word. Very impressive. Very impressive indeed. That was very good, Grandpa. Having completed the lesson, you take the decision. Part of the module F23 theory of generic pronunciation comments, articulation problems, possible trouble with diphthongs. We are introducing the latest growth of whiskers to more subtle social cues and testing his ability to judge mental states of participants in conversations. The semantic content that flows into whiskers via its psi field is still becoming muddled and slipped without distinction into conversation, although our intention of instilling it in a solid theory of mind will perhaps make it begin to understand that we do not know what it knows or know what we are without our control sitting to it. I'm gonna have to stop. We get tired of talking. One would think a theory of mind seems to develop as part of its maturation process. In order to hunt satiate beings, it must be able to deceive them. In order to deceive it, must be able to make certain metacognitive judgments. For example, if the deception appears to be working on or how one ought to be deceived. We may never see it develop a theory of mind anytime soon, as Dr. Hart has disallowed a cycle of whiskers growth to live into the beginnings of maturity. Okay, next word. Next word we gotta teach you. Next word. Life. Learn about life. Easy. Life. Not bad, not bad. Life. P29 concept formation. General pronunciation comments, none. At week 3 of growth, number 24, whiskers appear to recall some information from a previous growth cycle. You're not sure that was really the case, for we all know we interpreted as recalling this information was really drawing some account from. For the sake of our safety and for the sake of scientific inquiry, we are attempting to draw out from whiskers whether it somehow retains knowledge from previous cycles in its more phallic nucleus. We did not think it was possible. The nucleus, though complex and incredible in its regenerative abilities, was capable of this, and that the nerve network that grew from it made up the base of Whisker's mind. And so we are now attempting to ask Whiskers, as best we can, if it has ever died or what it might remember if it did. To the point. Good job, Grandpa. Would you like to talk? Grandpa sees your request. Then Grandpa thought, Hello, Grandpa. You're doing great. Can't actually. Yeah, I'd actually say that. Oh, you look different. Grandpa still struggles somewhat to speak due to his undeveloped tongue, mouth, and jaw. However, he managed to rasp out an answer. Hunger is not enough. Hunger is not enough. On the walls of the cave, the Aruch can be hunger transformed. Desire is fulfilled by pain. Your grandpa doesn't have the right words right now. I can only say, I love you. Love is not enough, though. Desire is not enough. Project it outwards. Make it true to yourself. If only and simple, then it will be enough. For me and for you. Okay. How about Grandpa Shell? Okay, let's try this. Something to grow in. My skin is not the doll's skin. My skin is not like your skin either. I can still feel your eyes on me inside my shell. I have many eyes to see, but I don't need them as much as I need your eyes, for which I can understand as seeing me. There is a cycle of attention. You give me myself, but I'm still not that. Slowly I form a human shape, and you see me more as human, and I become that. Okay. Biohazard, man. They kept putting me in a box, sleeping in instead of a light, and then in a box, the box in the corner, in the darkness. Most of you couldn't read then. The scribe came and wrote what everyone said. They wrote on strips of bark with thin reeds. No, it was not that. It was a paper posted somewhere. It had words to open the box. I was half dead in the box. The part of me that dies was put there for a long time. That part of me and other things they threw in a refuse pile, papers they discarded. It's about language. Grandpa's old. My lives were easier before I made myself to speak and before you made clothes to wear and rules to obey. Your grandpa remembers. I've learned much in many lives and deaths. Keep working with me. I love talking with you and learning from you, and it helps your grandpa so much. Soon I'll be everything you would like me to be. Goodbye. I might have to stop this because I'm getting tired of talking. I'm enjoying this, but I don't know. I'm a weak talker. I realize that's one of the reasons I'm on stream too. I get tired of talking. Let me finish this section now. There's so much talking in this game. There's so much talking to do. Fuck. Yes. Let's open it up, baby. Princess moment of decision. In the oily cavity, a powerful smell of rot arises, and many small increate beings lay mostly dead. However, you just barely hear the near silent slithering of something, or maybe it's just your imagination. Ugh, what the fuck? Ew, grabbing the gonads. What kind of weird oyster shell bullshit is this you got me grabbing? Got me digging in my nose, some freaky ass line of oyster shit. Ooh, we squishing that. Grab a ball of ham and get crazy with it. Oh shit. Who the fuck are you? You jiggling? Anthropoid Remnant 1. A self-sufficient animal form knit together from years of ambient thoughts left to crawl around in the basement where I may enjoy the flesh. Okay. This is good. Little friends. Let's get the other one. What you got over here? Opus Grove. Nice. Give me that swishy friend. Swishy, swishy, swishy friend. Swishy, swishy, swishy friend. Swish it with my hand. Swish it with my face. Swish it with my thighs. Swish it in its place. Swish that shit. Swish that shit. Swish it. That shit. Yep, yep. Swish it. Squish it. Squish it. Good. Squish it. Good. Yeah. Okay. Anthropoid Remnant 2. Let me blow my nose. I'm sorry. Okie dokie, Skokie. What do we got? I sell switch and ammo knit together, but blah, 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 blah. Eat that meat. I'm gonna eat your meat. I'm gonna chew your beef. Grandpa gonna eat your meat. Then he gonna chew your beef. Gonna greet his teeth. Get his teeth on your meat. Gonna chew your ass. Chew it up. Chew it fast. Chew that meat. Chew it fast. Razzle dazzle. Bad grandpa. Razzle bazzle. Grandpapa. Papa. I ask you a question. May I inquire you of a question, granddaddy? Wet daddy? Wet daddy. Wet daddy. Wet daddy. Wet granddaddy. Juicy daddy. Juicy. Grandpa, man. The little ones, they grew like seeds off my skin. Worms fall off my body. Thoughts falling off of me. Dreams put there by others. When I was under the ground, I made only very few. Shepherds walked through the grave, and I saw them lusting for their wives, and my skin made their loving faces. I called them out into the darkness with their loved voices. One by one, I took their shapes and their skin and blood. That was a time ago, before stone buildings, before the orders of angels and words of... Okay, Confucius, shut the fuck up, you stupid, you little fucking Vienna sausage, man. I'm sorry. Grandpa is thinking. There's a little left over from others too. I am still so hungry for flesh. Part of me is, I would even eat one of them that fell off of me. I can't help it. They grow off of me. They fall off and grow in the dark, grow around me. Yes, sir, they do. Grandpa needs his vegetables. Grandpa needs to eat his meat, or else he gotta smell his feet. Grandpa gotta eat his meat. Grandpa wanna eat some feet. Grandpa want that meat. Eat that shit. Eat that shit, huh? Eat that shit, Grandpa. Nope. I just want to see what happened. You can eat that later. Maybe I should have done that. I'm getting tired of talking. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting tired of talking. I think I'm gonna get ready to call it. Unless somebody else, if somebody watching it, then I'll keep going. But I'll probably just give it a call night. Let me see. I probably raid my friend because she's trying to get partnered, but I don't know how much she's gonna do with it. But I'm gonna try it. I'll try to help her. If you're here, I'm gonna raid somebody. It might get a little loud. Please, I apologize. Thank you for coming by. I'm gonna cut this off because this is a great game. I mean, but I'm getting tired of talking, and I just want to chill out to some to something else before I go to sleep. So yeah, Kenny, Jazzy, anybody else that came by, I appreciate you. I'm gonna get ready to hit the off button on this. Let me turn this. Let me fix this up. Get my face big. Make my face bigger. Make my face bigger. Make my face big. Make my face big. Big enough. Big enough. Big enough. Big enough. Big enough. Alright, y'all. How do I do this shit? Let me see how I rate. Hold on. Let me put this right here. Let's see. Can I do it right here? Let me try this. Okay. So, the two of you, if you see her, you don't have to say nothing. I'm just trying to give her a little support. I appreciate you. And yeah, this was fun. I'm gonna finish this. I might finish this on stream, but I might finish it on my own time because talking a lot gets me tired, and I don't know. I just wanted to play this. Let me see how she's doing right quick. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching this. I'll try to keep doing this regularly. I'm trying to play through these games and stream them. And since a couple of y'all have been coming by just to watch and just support, I appreciate you everlastingly. I'm gonna try to keep doing it. If I do stop, don't worry. I will come back eventually. I'm a sporadic streamer. Very sporadic, very unsure all the